So I was trying to get up to run this morning, and it was the hardest thing in the world. I'm trying to limit my coffee intake and not drink 650,000 gallons of coffee every day. And I have to tell you, it was the hardest thing in the world getting up at 6 a.m., putting on those shoes to go run. Today, I wanted to talk about getting off of our assets. We have a billion reasons why we can't do something. Billion reasons what's stopping us from getting in shape, from growing a business, from being a better parent, being a better friend, successful relationships, being a better loved one. And I'm caught by this idea that it's not about whether or not the cup is half empty or half full. That has nothing to do with our circumstances. It's not about that. It's about what's in the cup. So if you can take this idea of having a cup full of coffee, and the coffee represents the negativity and the struggle and the addiction and the depression and all the things that hold us back from being absolutely incredible. The more we pour in that purified water, and if purified water signifies positivity and excitement, enthusiasm, purpose, goals, all of those different things that lead us to that successful life, the more you pour in that purified water into that cup of coffee, into that darkness, the more that gets filtered out. Before you know it, you have a glass full of purified water. And that's really what I've seen in my own life. For the longest time, even as a kid, I just subscribed to negativity. I watched the news. I liked listening to punk rock music. I liked all of these things that was this negative noise. It's like if the music you're listening to is it's possible that it's creating the mindset of how you're living. So we have to look at life and fill ourselves up with that purified water, with that positivity. The more that we develop that habit of positive thought, and I'm not this new age, weird, like mystical, hey, name it and claim it, blab it and grab it type of person. I'm not that way. I believe in hard work, working your ass off to make it and be successful. But if we can develop these good habits, because 90% of Americans are drug addicts. In this society that we live in today, we are drug addicts. We get up, we have our microwave breakfast. We go to work, we sit down the entire day. We go get in the car to drive home, sitting down, enjoying our whatever, coffee, beverage. Then we go and head home. And what do? We sit on the couch, we eat dinner, we watch our 5 hours of our favorite show, and then we go to bed and repeat. We've always looked at drug addicts as the bad thing. But if you really think about it, 90% of Americans are drug addicts. Your addiction could be shopping. It could be sex. It could be drugs. It could be alcohol. It could be smoking. It could be coffee. There's a million different things that we become addicted to. And when we subscribe to this lifestyle of negativity and just going through the motions and using different forms of medication to make us feel better, we have to put an end to that. We have to stop that. We have to start a new path and really reinvent ourselves. You know, there's that movie Tombstone where Wyatt Earp goes into that saloon and he smacks the crap out of this guy right in the face. The guy draws blood dripping off of his lip, and Wyatt Earp says to him, "Are you just going to stand there and bleed?" And if you look at life can do that to us. It can smack us in the face, and then life says to us, it asks the question, are you just going to stand there and bleed? And for me, I don't want to just stand there and bleed. I believe that my life is called to a greater purpose. You know, when we started Woodsnap, we had no idea what it would become. It was just an idea that we had, and we put everything we had into it. We poured everything that we had into it. All of our finances. We got off our assets and put everything we had into an idea. Little did we know that it would grow into this amazing, monstrous business that has blessed thousands of lives. It was just a choice. It was day-to-day habits, and even after the business was going, it was creating that positive attitude, the positive disciplines, the work ethic every day, grinding it out every day, and it will happen. And you know, I see it in today's culture. It's a commitment issue. As a kid, I didn't commit to anything. If I tried something and didn't like it or wasn't good at it, I moved on to the next thing. With relationships, with sports, with schooling, all the different areas of my life, I had commitment issues. And I'm learning now, as I've approached 40, that it's all about being committed. It's about implementing positive thought and hard and good work ethic, and then really making a commitment, saying there is no failure, there is no option to back out, there is no option for retreat. I'm gonna make it. It's gonna happen with this mindset that I've got to do it. And the way that you do that is through this daily discipline. You have to put in disciplines in your life. And maybe for you, you say, you know what, I got to cut out television. I'm not saying that television's a bad thing, but maybe you got to cut out television. Maybe you got to cut out you got to change up your diet. Maybe you have to change up your spending. Maybe you're someone that likes to go shopping and blow tons of money. Let me tell you something. It is easy to spend all your money. You can make $50,000 a month and be flat broke. So whatever those things are that you know yourself, I have identified yourself as areas that are holding you back, that are wiping you out, that are smacking you in the face. You got to get a hold of those areas and make the change. And I promise you, if you just make those changes and you implement these daily disciplines and you pump positive thought, positive messages, positive people, uplifting things, uplifting music, you put that stuff into your life, it will change your entire existence. I promise you. Have a great day.